What's up, y'all? Welcome to Texans franchise in Madden 23. Today we're going to be looking at weekly awards, players ready to negotiate here in week 12, and then we're going to go over weekly strategy, and then we'll hop right into the game. First, let's go ahead and look at weekly awards. And it is Christian Kirksey with 11 tackles and 4 sacks. Have we ever been on this list before? We have not, which is kind of bizarre to me, actually. You think about it, we've had like 3 touchdowns with Damian Pierce and Isaiah Pacheco like 5 times. It was like 3 Isaiah Pacheco touchdowns. I don't know what it was. But we're going to try to go off with a couple of our receivers. I think that's our game plan, is trying to get our young guys involved. Damian Pierce, obviously Davis Mills is going to be involved no matter what. Isaiah Pacheco, John Mechie, Nico Collins all need to be huge assets in this last part of the season to try to help them develop into good players. And so let's hop in and look at players ready to negotiate. See if we can bring back actually any veterans. And I said Kruger Hill's not playing himself into a good contract. Blake Cashman could be a good linebacker depth. We go 3 on him. And since he has good interest, should just be able to sign him as is. We do. And no one else here really spikes my interest other than Max Sharping and not Tay Davis. Probably don't need to bring Tay Davis back. Kyle Allen, depending on what he wants, might be okay. Perro Brown's a no-go for me. Michael Badgley might be here. So yeah, let's go ahead and look at weekly strategy. And we've had a good bug recently coming our way. Defend the deep pass. Probably the deep or medium pass. I feel like they're going to pass the ball in the mid zones of the field, and then their fast receivers are just going to take off with it. I think we're going to focus on the blitz counter. They have really good pass rush. Underrated pass rush, if you ask me. Kenyon Green. Who's added in here? Christian Harris. I love that. So we got Christian Harris, Jalen Petrie, John Mechie in here, who I really want to develop. Isaiah Pacheco can probably be brought out for Nico Collins. Just how much I like Nico Collins. I want John Mechie and Nico Collins to develop a lot. So we'll actually go ahead and do that and actually go through all of these. Sack the QB 5 times. Probably not possible. Let's see here. Any other ones than 200? Probably go with the 200. And then we're going to go with allow 10 points or less, because this one's been bugged and we've gotten it every time. Like, I've gone the 24 and we've gotten it every time, even though they get like 30 something points. So we're going to go ahead and see if that still works, if it's bugged still. 300 plus offensive yards is probably my go-to, and no sacks allowed also my go-to. And then we're going to go ahead and start our training, see what sort of players we have to upgrade. If we don't have any, I'll see you guys in the game. We do have upgrades for Kenyon Green and Christian Harris, 2 pretty significant upgrades. Go ahead and look at Christian Harris ratings real quick. His speed and excel is great. Finesse moves, block shedding could be a little bit better. 72 awareness. Probably want pass coverage. And then after that, we'll probably start working on run support. And +2 zone coverage is pretty good for when I'm not using him. And Kenyon Green. So far it's been, alright. He's not the fastest guy to get out and in front. So we're going to go ahead and look to upgrade. He's pretty even as of now, so probably want to keep going with that. We'll just upgrade power real quick. See what that brings us. Impact block, lead block, pass block, run block +2. That looks like the way to go. Goes up a whole nother overall, and we'll just auto upgrade Jalen Camp. Our almost practice squad wide receiver. I'd have to assume he's somewhere down there. And yeah, we'll head right into the game. Alright, as both teams look ready to go, Mike Gesicki there, Brevin Jordan, Derek Stingley. Look at them go. They all look so good. Mike McDaniel has a face scan in the game, it looked like. If not, I'm sorry, Mike McDaniel, you deserve better. We're going ahead and kicking off. I prefer kicking off, if you guys didn't know. And if you guys like the unis, I tend to like them a little bit. The red socks, the red cleats, or I guess more of the red cleats. So we will get a touchback. Is something wrong with our camera? Go ahead and skip. It is Teddy Bridgewater starting, by the way. Does he happen to just be a higher overall? So we'll go ahead and look at the Dolphins depth chart. No, Tua Tagovailoa is out. Teddy Bridgewater will be starting. Chase Edmonds, Miles Gaskin, Alec Ingold, Salvin Ahmed. All of them pretty solid. Think we're going to see Chase Edmonds in the biggest role. And then these three right here is pretty solid. Eric Ezukama also in the game. I've liked him for a while. Maybe someone we look out for in like free agency or something. Two of the fastest receivers in the game, which is really scary. Mike Gesicki and Durham Smythe also have Hunter Long. So they have three really good tight ends. Offensive line, obviously, very good. Defensive line looks great. Melvin Ingram as a rush linebacker. Jerome Baker in the inside looks good as well. I'll get cornerback real quick as well. Xavier Howard, Byron Jones. So they got slower corners. Something we can definitely take advantage of with our John Mechie. And we're going to see a big one already from Chase Edmonds. Really early. 14 yards as he breaks loose. And Christian Harris, we're going to have roaming up the middle. Christian Kirksey will go right on that screen right there. And probably need to be there with Christian Harris, but whatever, man. Is that Preston Williams? It's not even... Oh, that's Cedric Wilson. He looks huge. My understanding, Cedric Wilson is a lot smaller than that, but I guess not. And Christian Harris tries to get the stop there. Teddy Bridgewater's kind of picking us apart right now, I'm not going to lie. Obviously have some pretty difficult sliders on, but can't just put everything on that. We're going to be using Blake Cashman here instead. Anybody else? Looks like a run to the outside, and Cashman will actually be tripped up. It's left to Eric Murray to keep him out of the end zone. Won't do so. It is a Chase Edmonds touchdown, and the Dolphins strike first. As the Texans offense is now onto the field. Not going to be running first play here. And we did have some open options. Still did. It looked like we might have. Just going to run for 6 yards with Davis Mills. I like the white uniforms we're wearing right now. Looking good. And can we get that to Nico Collins, who needs to have a big day today? Just said something I want to do is involve our young guys a little bit more. And Nico Collins obviously doing just that. We're going to go off play action here. I think that this can actually work a little bit. Work its magic right into pressure. Can we get that to... Nope, it's going to be picked right off. Because Pharaoh Brown is a bum. And Eric Rowe might return this one for a touchdown if Brevin Jordan can't catch him. And it looks like that's the case scenario. Shouldn't have kept rolling with Davis Mills. Dumb late pass. Probably should have just thrown it away. And we're going to be down 14-0. Alright, we're going to go ahead and try this again. Probably should run it, if I'm being honest. But screw being honest, right? Set our feet. Take Emmanuel Sanders there on the quick little slant. We'll actually run it now. Get our young running back, Isaiah Pacheco, into some space. He had some daylight there for a second. Ended up being brought down just after 4. Pacheco's been solid in real life. I'm going to tell you that much. I see Mechie, and if that safety drops... Oh, that's on the best corner in the game, though. And Nico Collins going to reel that one right on in. Nico Collins has been solid for us this last half of this, or I guess since the middle of the season. He's really had started making an impact. They look like they're bringing some pretty weak boxes in our way. Obviously, Van Ginkel gets in unblocked, which is obviously not ideal. I'm going to put Nico Collins on a little bit of a slant here. Just see if we can catch this defense off, and we do, as we get a quick little precision pass into Nico Collins' area. And going to run the ball here with Isaiah Pacheco, and this is what I mean. They have the weak box. They just shed immediately Van Ginkel in the backfield, almost immediately. Pacheco with another 4-yard run. They're showing pretty heavy blitzes from what I'm seeing right now. Get it out to Brevin Jordan. Can he do something in space? Doesn't look like it. And a couple of good plays there. And just looking to convert here. We'll get it early to Nico Collins, who drops it. Now that is a drop for sure. I know I defended him last week with what might have been a drop after I rewatched it when I was editing. It might have been a drop, I'll tell you guys that much, but obviously drops it there. And Van Ginkel is just making every tackle inside of the box right now. Very scary stuff. Do we have anyone? Brevin, go upfield, get up. And it is a fumble. Luckily, it is still our ball. This is go for it territory, but I think we'll just take our points here with Michael Badgley at kicker. I don't know if it's Michael Badgley. I don't know, but I know it's Michael. Michael B. It's Michael B. He's in, and he has the field goal. And sorry for the hair, by the way. Just haven't showered this morning. And slept on it weird, I guess. And the Dolphins, we're going to see him next time around. And that is just blown coverage. Stingley needs to get up to Tyreek. Very severely underthrown football. And Tyreek Hill was catching up to it still. Derek Stingley was able to catch up, but just blown coverage there by Stingley, I think. So, obviously, hate to see that. Get to him. And Stingley's been kind of frustrating as a rookie corner goes. I mean, obviously, you can't expect the world, but also can't expect the worst if you're picked second overall. Was he third? I think he was second. Now, I could be wrong, but I think he was indeed second overall pick. Christian Harris needs to get in that backfield. He's nice getting through all the nifty blocks, and he was sifting through. But Jerry Hughes was able to make a good one, a good play, as they might run this one again. They do. Get to him. Is that Jerry Hughes again? Might have been Blake Cashman or Kruger Hill also. I don't know if it's Kruger or Krieger. I don't know. After the first quarter, we are down 14-3, and rightfully so. We are playing against a good team, are we not? All right, we're going to have to make a goal line stop here. I definitely think it's going to be, and it's just, is that a Derek Stingley zone? I don't know if that's in Derek Stingley's zone right there, but obviously have to do better. It'll be 21-3 pending this extra point. That is up and in, and we'll see you guys on offense. All right, we have this play set up right here. Maybe see if we can beat the defense. And it's Pharaoh Brown on a fairly nice job by Davis Mills getting the ball out before the pressure got to him. It was really good. We're trying to insert our passing attack as we have Nico Collins for maybe his fourth. It is his fourth reception, already up to 76 yards. Playing a good impact early. Now in the backfield, Brevin Jordan, get out in space. I don't know if I should lob that one or not, but we just need him to do a little bit more there, if that makes any sense at all. And in the backfield immediately is Jerome Baker. Struggling to run this ball on this defensive front, that is for sure. Look here at just nowhere. I meant to throw that away, but my brain's like, press X. You're gonna get crazy and press X. I didn't want to. My brain just did. All right, like that's just not my fault. And we're gonna have John Mechie, who's gonna get the pass interference. It's still huge. Beat Xavier Howard, by the way. Xavier Howard, great corner. And then draws the foul from one of the best corners in the league. Love to see that right there. And we're gonna have a good chance. We get kind of bailed out, if you will, and running it up the middle now gets another additional 2 there with Dameon Pierce, who has been pretty insignificant in this this game, if you will. Across body, that needs to be there. That is wide open, Nico Collins. You just can't miss that. If this is man coverage, this is John Mechie all day. It isn't. It looks like zone. We have square, but I just kept thinking he'd run. We just kept running backwards. We're going to take our second field goal of the game. We're not taking any more field goals this game, I can tell you that much. Need to get bigger points on the board. It'll be 6-21. And we get ball at half, something to remind us. So maybe try to stop them early, force a turnover. Something. We need something. And this is just going to be a hard-fought loss, in my opinion here. Texans, no response to anything that's happening. Big hit. Maybe could have forced a fumble there with Christian Kirksey, as you saw, 100 and something, probably 31 yards on 6 completions on 6 attempts for the Teddy Bridgewater, the backup quarterback for Tua Tagovailoa, who is out this game. We're going to show a heavy look here, but drop back into coverage with Christian Kirksey. Looks like it is play action. And just securely caught on the sideline by Tyreek Hill. And Teddy Bridgewater goes 7 for 7 there. It's hard to find a mistake right here with this this Dolphins offense. Maybe looking at a run right here. I think I read it. Get outside. Christian Harris juked out a little bit, and Chase Edmonds will fall forward for like 12 yards there. A little ridiculous. We're going to bring Christian Kirksey in on a linebacker blitz. Hopefully get inside of the box if we bring Christian Harris in, if we read run right here. And this one will be a run, just not to who we thought it'd be. And great tackle there by Desmond King, as Russ Blacklock is now out. We saw a reoccurring injury with Malik Collins, who was playing last week. But now it looks like it'll be Russ Blacklock underneath. Can we get someone chasing Teddy? Someone get Teddy? Teddy is good for 8. Scary. All right, we're gonna bring some pressure here. Look to hold our own in man coverage. Get inside, get inside. Can't get inside. And they will have the conversion on 3rd and 2 in the... We could keep Blacklock in the game. He's not a big difference maker or anything, but someone that we could definitely use. And we had the reverse red. Well, we didn't have the reverse red. We had the play red. Just wish that we could get into Teddy Bridgewater there. Crap. And first play on this drive right here will go to Nico Collins, who will not be able to have a chance at that ball right there, as Davis Mills just needs to find his receivers a little bit better. And right here, Nico Collins on a great break. And I swear to you, he's not all I'm looking at. I promise you. Maybe on that play, yes, but we're not going to get a playoff before the 2-minute warning. We're going to try to go down and score, get the ball back, make it a one-possession game if possible. And maybe get a stop. Does that sound ridiculous? Kind of does. And they're bringing a blitz. Nico Collins, just catch that one. Nice catch. Nico Collins has had a significant role here early. That slot receiver is obviously getting the good preferred reps here. So we're going to call a quick one. And it is almost picked off. Thank God it wasn't. And that will actually stop the clock, which is kind of helpful for us. We see what? Corner blitz. Can we do anything? We cannot take advantage of that except throw to Brevin Jordan immediately. Get upfield. We'll call our first time out here. I think that is ideal. I think that's okay. And we've just got to get some points up on the board. Obviously, tough situations we've been put in. We're going to motion Dameon Pierce out. Derek Pierce. Try to find Mechie on his break, and it's just an accurate bullet pass flying over everyone's head. Pacheco, we're going to put on a little out route right here. Just looking to score. And Pacheco's going to be brought down in bounds. That's pretty significant. And, I mean, Brevin Jordan, get upfield, get upfield. They call a timeout for us. See, now we have time to think about this one. Do we want to come out and shotgun? Or go off of a PA burst action right here and just give it up the middle? We could. I think that's the move here. And give it to Dameon Pierce, who's going to try to truck his way forward. Not quite the touchdown. We're going to call for it again. Up the inside, Dameon Pierce has a touchdown. That is huge. A very pass-heavy game so far for us. Obviously have that one interception, and we're able to punch it in after a crucial fourth down. And then we ended up converting, and then with the next play, ended up scoring a rushing touchdown. And after a good I think so. We're going to have a good return from Noah Igbenogany, and they are going to run the ball with Myles Gaskin, and Christian Kirksey gets onto that one. I think they're just going to let the time go down, and I'll see you guys next half. All right, and we are in halftime. We're going to take a look at what's going on around the league here. Baltimore and Jacksonville. Lamar Jackson's having a good game. J.K. Dobbins also having a good game. Trevor Lawrence, on just 6 completions, has unbelievable numbers. Really good to see. And in Denver and Carolina here, who's going to have that one? Denver with a convincing lead. Russell Wilson performing well. Baker kind of doing all right. Christian McCaffrey's getting his opportunities as well there. You saw 10 attempts for 41 yards. And we'll have Cincinnati at Tennessee. Love to see that one. And it is the Bengals at halftime by 3. And those numbers are looking good from both quarterbacks. And then the running backs are a little similar as well. And so are the receivers. Pretty even game there. And yeah, we're back to ours. So this was the plan all along. We get the ball back. We're going to try to score a touchdown and go for a 2-point conversion after the time we score. So we're going to score a touchdown, put 7 on the board, hopefully. Right? And that would put us into a 1-possession game. Get a stop, and then get a touchdown, and then a 2-point. And that puts us in a great position as we have a quick pass out to Pharaoh Brown. Davis Mills' numbers, considering everything, isn't horrible. We're going to try to reverse field there with Dameon Pierce. And we're up to a crucial 3rd down. We're going to have HB Wham come in. Obviously, we saw 2 really good plays last time around. And we'll see this one as Dameon Pierce breaks off the biggest run of the game. For the Texans, at least. Really good by him. We're going to see either Nico Collins or Pacheco probably get open, if I had to guess. It's going to be Pacheco early. Pacheco's going to have a good gain. Cut back inside towards the left hash. And, man, we are throwing the ball well here today. That is for sure. Did not mean to switch to that play. Probably want to switch out of it. Probably go to this one right here. And Brevin Jordan looked like a good read early. No, we actually have Emmanuel Sanders coming across. I cut backwards. I was like my controller was all the way left. But obviously wanted him to run out of bounds. That's just what happened. And so we're going to give our running back a chance here. Dameon Pierce has been great in the red zone this year. I mean, fantastic. And we're going to have a chance here. Brevin Jordan just way too open. He's been a good, reliable red zone target as well. He has a touchdown probably in the last 3 games, I'd like to say. He's very touchdown dependent. Good for fantasy. As it is 20-28. And get into Gesicki there. What? This is so dumb. Sorry for the ear rape if you guys did get any of that. Dude. Oh my god. This is pretty bogus. Try to bring the early blitz look. And we're going to have a sack there. Jerry Hughes has his... I don't know how many sacks that is on the year, but he has a lot of sacks, that's for sure. And they're all good sacks, if you know what I'm saying. Christian Harris is going to be lined up here probably against the tight end. And Christian Harris making a good play. Almost might have had an interception. Might have even had a chance there. Looking at Christian Kirksey. Now we're going to have to cover 3 of these receivers. Up the inside. He sure can't jump throughout that heavy. He needs to try to make a early pass breakup, if anything. And Mike Gesicki's really white. Holy crap. Christian Kirksey, we're going to try to stop the run with, as I'd assume, and call a run. And it is actually going to be Myles Gaskin, laid out by Kruger Hill, it looks like. And this Miami defense, proud of the way they've played. I would be too. Um, they've been absolutely tearing us up on offense as well. Trying to get outside. Christian Harris is going to engage first, and then the other rookie, Jalen Petrie, will step up and make that tackle right there. Very quiet games here these past couple for Christian Harris. He definitely needs to be better. That is for sure. If he's going to be stepping up into a linebacker one type of role, he's going to need to put up linebacker one type of numbers. As he has had no significant role. We haven't put him back at sub linebacker one, though he's playing really great there. But I think that Christian Kirksey just needs to play out the rest of his time here. And almost with a late hit there. I would have kept going on Gesicki. Just did not end up doing it. And we're going to try to cover the right side of the field here. If this isn't a run. Isn't, and is a Gesicki touchdown. Mike Gesicki looks like a safety blanket out there for Teddy Bridgewater. And back out on offense now. And this is my favorite type of formation here. We'll get Brevin Jordan under, look for a truck. And truck animations like just don't work. We're going to find Pacheco out of the backfield. If we can run the ball, we can. Successfully have ran the ball here in the second half. As crazy as that sounds, as Pacheco's up to 5 yards or 6 yards per carry. As well, we're also going to try again here. We're going to try to run the ball. Which kind of sounds crazy. What do we get there? Good 3 or 4 yards. Dameon Pierce running the ball pretty well. And we're going to go right back out to the passing game. Been very strong. Just give it to Pacheco. And Pacheco is down. That is huge for this Texans offense. We're going to have to go through. We're going to change around that. That is very unlucky. I'm going to go ahead and third down back. Put Ty Chandler in instead. Ty Chandler is going to end up playing a role for the second time this season. Dameon Pierce was down earlier this season. And Dameon Pierce gets tripped up but still falls forward for 6. And we're going to substitute. But it still says Isaiah Pacheco. And Ty Chandler is into the backfield now. So that is good to see. It is Ty Chandler in the backfield now. Something to, I guess, look out for. Who is that? Number 91 is fast as hell, dude. Holy. Is that Emmanuel Agba? Dude, what? Way too fast. Jesus. Bat out of hell. And Brevin Jordan. Very good there. And is that a Brevin Jordan injury? Timeout. It looks like it. Farrell Brown now into the game as we are being impacted heavily. It is the new third down linebacker with the most speed on our team for the receiving touchdown. The electric speed and the massive quads from Ty Chandler shows up big time in the fourth quarter. Oh my goodness. And it is down to a one possession game again. And Brevin Jordan is out. We're going to substitute him. Don't need any significant injury. As I said, he's been a very reliable red zone target, so we can't just risk losing him. And after a penalty on special teams for the Dolphins, they are going to end up... Oh, get him. Chase Edmonds at the end of the... Oh, Mike Gesicki's down now. Injuries are impacting everyone. After the first half, Edmonds was averaging 7.5 a game or per carry, and that is only going up here. Derek Stingley needs to get outside and make some sort of play on the ball there, but I mean, Chase Edmonds has run the ball at will. Shifty third down running back that is so hard to stop. Seems to be our kryptonite right now. Playing man coverage. Can we get someone blitzing? And I just wasn't watching. I was too busy looking at the quarterback. Team sacks, we are second in sacks. We have only 1 today. This great offensive line is keeping our pass rush away. We don't even have good pass rush, but obviously look to improve upon that, as Jonathan Grenard will actually have a... Yeah, they're having a day. No way they're 32nd with Chase Edmonds, the GOAT. Yeah, I mean, Jonathan Grenard, I want to play a lot. I want him to have a role, but I just don't know if he's high enough overall in the game to do so. And we just need to put a massive hit there. I don't know if it matters because it is Tyreek Hill. Points allowed, we are 9th overall ranked. And ever since the slider change, I'm sure we've been slipping down the charts. Obviously, a couple of shootouts so far. And it looks like we're in another one. This defense just needs to step up. Christian Kirksey getting to the backfield. And Teddy Bridgewater's having a perfect game. I can't, I'm not even lying. 16 to 16, 200 and something. Was that 218? So, having a day is Teddy Bridgewater, making his case for a starting job somewhere else. Probably not Miami, as Mike McDaniel loves his to attack Viola. Especially after he threw for 400 and something. 496 yards, was it? I can't even remember. Looking to just... And Myles Gaskin will just walk freely into the end zone. And Eric Murphy also goes down. And, yeah, we'll have the ball back. And here we are. Into the most likely going to be our last drive, as we'll just dump it out to Ty Chandler. But that doesn't seem to be the case. Ty Chandler maybe finds a role on this team. I don't know. And we're just letting pressure get to us. Probably should have thrown that ball to Ty Chandler, but I felt like I was forcing it to him. And it is a crucial 3rd and 10. Need John Mechie actually on that slant right there. If anyone's going to be running it. Ty Chandler just run a curl. I like the look of this right here. Try to find John Mechie under. He's not dropping that ball, that's for sure. He's had a couple of dropping issues in the past, and obviously it's haunting him, but obviously he's working on it. So good to see there from our wide receiver 2. And speaking of our wide receiver 2, our wide receiver 3, who has done absolute wonders in these last couple of games. We're trying to hurry it up now. Big hole for Ty Chandler. Closes up almost immediately. He has his first rush. Just trying to speed things up now. And we'll just have a wide open Brevin Jordan who drops the ball. May have something to do with his injury. I cannot tell you, though. Not like it's confidential or anything. I literally just can't tell you. Float this one, and it'll actually be an amazing interception by Eric Rowe, who has a beautiful one-handed one. I didn't expect him to go with, and that touch pass was just definitely not the move. So, not what you like to see there. Probably going to try to run the clock out as we almost got into the backfield. And Chase Edmonds will have another run for about 13 there. So, absolutely ran the lights out. We've allowed 404 total yards on the day. This is just a bone-crushing loss to a great team. I don't know what their record is, but man, this is rough right here. This is down bad living. And like I said, we haven't got our young guys. I want to see how John Mechie does in the slot. I was thinking about it. I think his play style matches probably a little bit more. And I don't know. I think his play style is quick and fast and after the catch. Nico Collins kind of plays that big body boundary guy, right? I don't think we can use him in the slot as much as we think we need to. As he's been reliable, but imagine the ceiling of John Mechie in the slot instead of Nico Collins. May try that out for a game, and if that doesn't work, then we put Nico Collins back in the slot, and he's a designated slot receiver for us, and possibly for the rest of this franchise if we don't make any big moves. So, and just running this clock out at will. And Russ Blacklock will actually have a good one there. It'll be 3rd and inches. Maybe a chance at a stop here. Jalen Petrie, we're not leaving that open. Krieger Hill, fine leaving that one. Just get someone inside. Try to shed the blocks. And Myles Gaskin will stumble forward for just 2 yards there, but that'll be enough to seal the game. And just like that, we lose 42-27, which is very, very, very rough. Holy crap. What a game. Hard fought. This Dolphins team obviously is too good for us. That is a fact. And we're going to go ahead and look at the numbers really quick. Team stats, player stats. Davis Mills had a great game, but Teddy Bridgewater, 16-16, 221, 2 passing touchdowns, no interceptions, 23 of 35, 298, 2 touchdowns, 2 INTs. Obviously, you want to clean that up a little bit. And on the Texans side of the ball here, a couple of rushes for everyone. And Dameon Pierce we could have done some stuff on the ground, obviously. Not in the moment, but Nico Collins with just yet another great performance. Nico Collins is becoming the wide receiver 1 here. Just week after week, Brevin Jordan is getting the targets like crazy. Did have that blatant drop and that injury, so Brevin Jordan actually has a 20-point fantasy game if you're playing PPR, which is very ridiculous. And Isaiah Pacheco was targeted just a little bit. Probably could have gotten him more involved until he got injured. Ty Chandler had that huge catch, went 21 yards to the end zone. Also love to see that. And on defense, like I said, we just weren't playing good defense. Christian Harris and Christian Kirksey, very insignificant here. And total tackles, Jalen Petrie had the most at 9, which you don't like to see. No tackles for loss and only 1 sack. No INTs, no interception yards. So it's just very, very, very tough to go against a team like the Miami Dolphins. And we have 2 major upgrades here with Jerry Hughes, our left end, who is old, I will tell you that much. Been playing a long time, kind of a finesse moves guy. Need to stop the run, obviously. Had a huge game rushing against us was Chase Edmonds. And just need to be more prepared for guys like that. And I think run stopper upgrades can help with that. And ratings, accuracies are great. And I think it's kind of the improviser part of his game's missing. I think that he could use like a break sack. It's all right. Short accuracy, that's fine. Throw on the run, that's better. So obviously, still need to just kind of upgrade Davis Mills day by day, as we don't know if he's even our franchise guy. Obviously, we'll look into the draft in these upcoming weeks. Let's go ahead and advance the week. Speaking of weeks, and go ahead and look at our next week's opponent. Talk about a good team. Kind of sucks. And then we're going to have 9 players to negotiate with. And probably only negotiate with one of them. And I know exactly who it is. It is Max Sharping, the right tackle or left tackle. He's a tackle. He'll just be good depth in the future. Only 26 years old. So that'll do it for me. Make sure to leave a like. And if you're not already subscribe. And if you enjoy the series, tell me down below, I guess. That'll be it for me. Catch you guys later.